So hello friends, this is Sumit Kumar Bharti, first student of NIT Patna, going to proceed the previous lecture in which we have studied about the addition of two vector, and we go through parallelogram law of addition, in which we derive the formula that if the two vectors vector a and b and their magnitude are given as a and b and the angle between them is theta, so what will the resultant vector according to the parallelogram, and that will under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So in this lecture we will proceed our study by taking some questions. So here you can see this is the question. Here it is given vector a vector b both are of magnitude 5 and the angle between both is 60 degree. Now we will have to find the resultant vector. So here we can simply use the parallelogram law of addition, in which we have find. So you can see the solution of it here. Just see how to solve. Just like this is vector a, this is vector b, and we have studied about the parallelogram law of addition, and this will the resultant r. So we derive the formula is under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So we simply a is equal to 5, b is equal to 5, 5 square 25, फिर 25 plus 2 into 5 into 5 into cos theta is 60 here, 60 here, cos 61 by 2, and simply root 75. We can say what 75 25 into 3 means 5 root 3 will be the resultant. So it's simple problem. Now again we will see here the second example. If both the vectors are perpendicular, then how will here also will if here the both the forces F1 is equal to 8 Newton and F2 is equal to what 6 Newton, and both are perpendicular, then what will the resultant? Resultant will again this due to parallelogram law of addition, and this will the what resultant. Hence it is, since it is perpendicular, so it will be the diagonal. So the resultant will be under root this square plus this square according to Pythagoras theorem. So here resultant we can find under root f1 square plus f2 square. So 6 to the square 36, 8 to the square 64, and 100, and it will be 10. Okay, so this is the second example. Similarly, this example which you can remember for your whenever two vectors are given and magnitude of both the vector are same. Here both are vector a, and the theta is the angle between both the vectors. So what will the resultant? So you can remember the result direct here. 2a cos theta by 2, 2a cos theta by 2 will be the resultant. You can solve it also by the parallelogram law of addition, generally under root a square plus a square plus 2a cos theta means 2a square you will common here, 1 plus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta will be 2 cos square theta by 2, 2a cos theta by 2. In this way you can just remember this formula while solving. It will make you easy to solve the problem. So here you can use the how to use the parallelogram. Simply what is the resultant by the parallelogram law of addition, this will be the resultant in this case. In this case, this simply make the parallelogram, and the common diagonal will be this, which is equal to under root f1 square plus f2 square. So it is all about the parallelogram law of addition. Now we will proceed our lecture with the polygon law of addition. This is another law which is known as polygon law. It is generally used when the vectors which are when we use more than two vectors. So this in that case we will use the polygon law. So you can take an example here. Here this is vector a, this is vector b, this is vector c, and let us want to know the vector a plus b plus c. Then how we will do? So in this case we will we just attach the head of one vector to the tail of other vector, and we will proceed this process till the last. Let us understand here. What I want to say is just like what I want to say, you can see here, this is vector a, this is vector b, and this is vector c, and if you want to add, just attach all without changing the direction. We will find this is a, this is b, and this is c. Means the head of this vector is connected with the tail of this vector. Similarly, head of this vector is connected with the tail of this vector. So what will the result? The resultant will be the initial tail to final head. This will give you the resultant, means a plus b plus c. So this is the polygon law of addition. You can see also here vector a, b, c, d. So what will this vector? A plus b plus c plus d. So it is known as what? Polygon law of addition. You can see here vector a, vector b, vector c. So here a plus b plus c will be the initial tail to the final head. This is the direction of a plus b plus c. Similarly, whenever you find in any problem that vector a plus b plus c is equal to 0, means what? It will be the closed figure, because let us consider vector a, vector b, and this will be the vector c. Or you can see also here you will find that this is vector a plus b plus c, a, b, c, and this will be 0, means length will be 0. Means how it can possible? If we attach this point to this point, means it will be a triangle. So you can see here vector a plus b plus c is equal to 0. It's the parallelogram law of addition. You can also verify it by the parallelogram law of addition. See how I relate. In parallelogram law of addition, you have studied what? That this is vector a and this is vector b, and this is the resultant. This is what? Resultant. But in this triangle of addition, what I am saying, that attach the head to the tail, means simply put it here. This is b, and since it is a parallelogram, so it is also b. So here you can say that this is also a plus b. Here by parallelogram also it is a plus b, or by triangle law or polygon law we can say that it is also a plus b. That is what I want to understand you. Okay. So this is all about the polygon law of addition. So here you can solve the problem. In this there is a problem, if vector a, b, c all are equal and equal to L, magnitude is equal, not vector will be equal, because direction is the magnitude of all the three vectors a, b, c are there, in which the magnitude is L, and it is given that vector a plus b plus c is equal to 0. It is given what? A plus b plus c is equal to 0. It is given. Now you have to find the angle between vector a and vector b. Since a plus b plus c is equal to 0, so it will make a closed figure. So you can see here it a, it is b, and it is c, and since magnitude is same, so all of are of same length, so it is an equilateral triangle. Each angle will be what? 60 degree. So we have to find vector angle between vector a and vector b. This is vector a and this is vector b. So for finding the angle, what we have to do? We have to attach the tail. So we just put it there. So this will be the angle between vector a and b. Here it is 60 due to equilateral triangle. So it will be what? 120. So answer will be what? 120 degree. Answer will be 120 degree. It is all about the polygon law of addition. Now we have completed the addition of the vector. Now we will proceed our lecture towards the subtraction of the vector. What do you mean by subtraction of vector? Subtraction is actually addition. Let us take it with an example. Firstly, I want we already have know about the negative of a vector. If this is vector b, then negative of the vector means just oppose the sign, without just opposite the sign without changing the direction. Means both are parallel. These both are parallel, but the direction of this vector is this and this is this, but the magnitude will be same. So these vectors will be what? Negative of each other. So we have to find a minus b, means negative of two vectors. So we can also write it a plus minus b. Here we can see that this is the again the addition of two vector, vector a and the second is minus vector b. So we can use simple that formula as magnitude of vector a plus b is under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So magnitude of vector a minus b means we will put b to minus b, and we will find under root a square plus b to minus b means minus b ka whole square, again b square plus 2a into minus b cos theta means minus 2ab cos theta. So this is the magnitude of the difference of the two vector a and b, and the angle between them is what? Theta. So it is the way. Now we will study it by the figure. Let us take this vector as a, this vector as b. Now by parallelogram law of addition we draw a parallelogram. So the common diagonal, this common diagonal will give you what? Vector a plus b. The length of this will give you vector a plus, magnitude of vector a plus b. Now we have to find what? Vector A minus vector B. So vector A will be same minus vector B. This is vector plus B. So minus vector B will be this, just oppose the direction. So finally this is A, this is minus B, and we have now to add this vector and this vector, A vector and minus B. So we have created a parallelogram again there. So the common diagonal is this, and the length of this will give you what? The A minus B vector. And you can, if you will compare both the figure, you can just lift it and put it there. So we can see that the vector A plus B and the vector A minus B both are the diagonal of the same parallelogram. You can see it clearly in this figure. This is vector A, this is vector B. This will, the common diagonal coming, so it will be what? Vector A plus B. And this will be what? This diagonal will give you vector A minus B, as this is B plus B. So this will be what? Minus B. So the common diagonal will be this, and if you can put it and put it there. In this way you can find also the direction is in this direction. So it will give you what? Vector A plus B, and this will give you vector A minus B. Okay, so it is all about the subtraction. It is so easy because it is just like the addition of two vectors. So let's just wait a second. Now we will take an example. Okay, just see this and take a screenshot of this. Here you can see two vector and the question is given that two vector A and B are given, in which the magnitude of vector B plus A is equal to magnitude of vector B minus A, and we have to find what? Find the angle between A and B. So in just few seconds ago we have studied what? Vector A plus B and vector A minus B, or can say B plus A and B minus A, are the diagonals of the same parallelogram, and here both are the diagonals, and it is said that the diagonals are equal. So the parallelogram with the diagonals of whose are equal is what? Rectangle. So here we can create a rectangle in which the diagonals are equal. This is vector A, this is vector B, and diagonals are equal. So we can simply say that the vector angle between vector A and vector B is what? 90 degrees. So it's so simple. But if this point not click in your mind, we will just use the basics. Magnitude of vector A plus B is equal to magnitude of vector A minus B. Magnitude of B plus A according to parallelogram law of addition is what? Under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Similarly, this will be under root A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. If we equate A square B square will be cancelled out. So 4AB cos theta will be 0 and theta will be 90 degree. So this is the question. Now the second question, you can see, second problem you can see here, that a vehicle going towards the north with a velocity of 5 meters per second toward north. Okay, and it takes a sharp turn towards east without changing its speed. Means again its speed is 5 meters per second, but the direction has changed. So we can say that the velocity has been changed. So we have to find the change in speed as well as change in velocity. So here change in speed is here there is no any change in speed, since it is also 5 meters per second, it is also 5 meters per second. So change in speed will be what? 0. But change in velocity means v final minus v initial. So it is the vector difference. V final is there 5 meters per second, and minus v initial. V initial is upward direction, so minus v initial will be in downward direction, again 5 meters per second. So your resultant will be this. This is the diagonal again. So under root 5 square plus 5 square by hypotenuse theorem. Under root 5 square plus 5 square means 2 into 5 square. So you can say it is 5 root 2. Okay. So here we have done some problems on addition and subtraction of the vectors. Now we will study about the component of the vector. What do you mean by component of the vector? Any vector A is given, and any vector A is given, and a1, a2, a3 are such that vector a1 plus vector a2 plus vector a3, the sum of these three vectors is vector A. As you have studied in the polygon law, this is vector a1, this is vector a2, and this is vector a3. We attach its head with tail consecutively. So the final attachment of initial head to final tail will give you what? Resultant of all the vector. Means here you can say the vector A is equal to a1 plus a2 plus a3. So A1, A2 and A3 will be known as what? Component of vector A. These all three are the component of vector A. Similarly, you can see here vector A, B, and this is C. So here you can say vector A plus B is equal to vector C. Here what? Vector A and vector B are the components of what? Vector C. So I think you have understand the what is the component. Component is simple the part of the vector after adding of which we find the final vector. Now we will study the rectangular component. These are the component, but when the component is said to be rectangular component, if both the components of a vector are perpendicular, then the both components are called what? Rectangular component of a vector. Here you can say C, this is vector C, this is vector C, and we draw two perpendicular lines from this point and this point. So this will give you what? This is in x direction and this is in y direction. So we can say at Cx and vector, and it can be said as vector Cy. So you can say vector C is equal to Cx plus Cy, where Cx and Cy are perpendicular to each other. So Cx and Cy will be called what? Rectangular component. Here you can see C is equal to Cx plus Cy, and an important point which you can see here is it makes angle theta with the vector Cx. So Cx will be what? C cos theta, as cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse. So cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse. So Cx will be what? C cos theta. Similarly Cy will be what? C sin theta. So the through which the angle will be cos theta, and just perpendicular component of that will be what? C sin theta. So here you can understand about the rectangular component means the perpendicular components of a vector. Okay, so let's again see this. This is the representation of vector in component form. In component form means we have drawn a Cartesian plane there. This is the vector R, and we are interested to find the rectangular component means x component as well as y component, and this vector makes an angle theta with x axis. So this will be the Rx means x component of this vector, and this will be the y component of this vector. So R is equal to Rx plus Ry. Now what is the length of the Rx? The length of the Rx is what? R cos theta. Rx length will be what? R cos theta. So similarly Ry length will be what? R sin theta. So R, you can see here R is equal to Rx I cap plus Ry j cap. Since in the x direction the unit vector is I cap, and in the y direction the unit vector is j cap, and any vector can be written as the product of its magnitude and its unit vector. So the length is Ry and it is unit vector j cap in the direction of I cap. So Rx I cap plus Ry j cap, and since both are perpendicular, so the magnitude will be what? Under root Rx square plus Ry square, where Rx is equal to what? R cos theta. Rx is equal to R cos theta and Ry is equal to R sin theta. The length of this will be R sin theta, and the length of this will be what? R cos theta. So here you can take an example. A force is given I cap plus j cap plus k cap. So what is the resultant? So all the three vectors are what? Perpendicular. So simply under root x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square, and all threes are 1 1 1, इसलिए under root 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, and it will be root 3. Okay, now we'll see this. I think you have understand the concept of rectangular component and its representation. These are the basic concept which you will use in the entire physics while solving the problems. So now we will study about the addition or subtraction in analytical form. So vector A is given. It can understand by an example. Simply vector A is 2 I cap minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap, and vector B is I cap plus 2 j cap minus 3 k. We have to add. Then I cap both can be at 2 1 3 I cap. Similarly minus 3 plus 2 minus 1 j cap, 4 minus 2 plus 2 k cap. This will the addition. Simply subtraction also. 2 I cap minus I cap minus 3 I cap minus 2 minus 5, 4 minus 2 means 4 plus 2 6 k cap. So it's so simple. So for addition or subtraction of a vector, you can just convert it into the analytical form or component form, so it will be easy to add or subtract. From this example you can understand it very easily. Now if you have to find the magnitude of vector a plus b, this is the vector a plus b, so magnitude will be under root 3 square plus minus 1 whole square plus 2 square, and it will be root 14. Similarly, minus magnitude of vector a minus b will be what, root 62, you can see here. And this is again I have discussed some second before that, if this is a vector and I'm making theta with x axis, so x component will be r cos theta, so r cos theta I cap, and this will be what, r sin theta j cap. It is so simple. So again we'll solve a problem here. There are three forces given. This force of 5 Newton in x is in x direction, and this force is in y direction, and this force F3 is equal to 10 Newton in this direction, which makes an angle 60 degree with the x axis in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so we'll just for adding these vectors, we firstly take it into the analytical form. So what we can say, f1 is equal to 5 I cap in the direction of x direction. F2 can be written as 5 root 2 j cap. Similarly, f3 is in this direction, so we will split it into component form, this component and this component. So this component is what, f3 cos 60, this length will be means 10 cos 60, 10 into 1 by 2 means 5 Newton. Similarly, this component will be what, f3 sin 60 means 10 into root 3 by 2 means 5 root 3 Newton. So how we can write the f3, minus 5 I cap minus 5 root 3 j cap, because it is in the direction of negative x axis and it is in the direction of negative y axis. Minus 5 Newton minus 5 root 2, and if you will add 5 I cap, 5 I cap will be cancelled. Similarly, 5 root 2 j cap minus 5 root, it will be cancelled, so the resultant will be what, 0. Here we will find that the net effect of all these three forces will be what, 0. So we have completed almost all the concepts of addition and subtraction of the vector, how to solve the addition and subtraction by the component form, and how to split a vector in its component, what is the component, and these all. So we will just wait for the second lecture, in which we will complete the, and that will be the last lecture of the vector, in which we study about the product of the vectors, in which we study the dot product as well as cross product, and how and for what purpose these products are used. So thank you very much to see the whole video. Okay, thanks.